Steelers, next on EA Sports.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A first carry for Najee Harris. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. Just downright unbelievable. I mean, when you amass that many yards, I don't know what else to say.
Personally, I thought it was a game for the ages for him. Ripped off some long runs in that contest, didn't he?
He did indeed. Some very long runs, and that total, scary. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, and he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. Looking to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. 2nd down coming up. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 21 carries, 121 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Jones. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Draw play. This is Henry. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
And it takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. We'll check on his status when we get back. A first down carry for Henry. And he's got room. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, he became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards, and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
On second down, here's Henry. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And it'll be intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run. Here's Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season, sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, it was something like 4 of their last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. And he'll take it just outside the 40. There he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Call that a 59-yard punt return. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. We know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department. And he showcases it there all the way back for 6.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. So we reach halftime. And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
Taken from about the 12. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Here we go.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the play.
Now it's Tannehill. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Tyson Alualu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, the terrible towels here at Heinz Field out in full force. Here's third and long.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's Brett Kern now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
He's got the first down here inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris,
44 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 18 now. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From the 6. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Again to Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Tannehill. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good return there, call it 13 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Now a first down carry for Harris. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their... And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight. Beginning to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throw left side here, hauled in by the tight end, Ferkser. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Back to throw, Tannehill. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
2nd and 2. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it.
That's how we do it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They hand this off to Harris, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the